Hi there. Hey, I'm Raleigh Brown. This is another curve flattening concert, number 464. Mike Verbeek, the first man in, and Slim Edelman is here. And Slim, if you're going to play this week, announce it here because I didn't see it on your site. And there's a couple other people here too. I think some more people are filing in. I will cloink you a hello with the. That was Charlie in the background there complaining about the boredom of another Raleigh concert. This is the dregs of a Great Lakes Edmund Fitzgerald Stout, which I much needed today and yesterday. I didn't have any yesterday, but I'm having one today. I think a leaf fell outside. Whoa! Welcome to my world. Charlie, calm down. Nothing happening here. You see what I'm dealing with here, ladies and gentlemen. So I see Carol Pratt is here, Debbie Moore, John Sprouse, Bunny Barnes. Bunny, are you playing this Friday? I didn't see anything from you. Charlie Bryant is here, and Rich Laughlin. I hope you're getting better. Rich had COVID. And Margot Lemieux, my dear. And Johnson Hogg, Connie Adams, and Jim Moore, maybe with Nelson the dog, who knows, and Charlotte Cantrell from SoCal. And Ed Mintz is here. And I guess with that, now he's like fast asleep on his chair over there. He's so mercurial. So here we go. Well, if you ever plan to motor west, take my way, that's the highway, that's the best. Get your kicks on Route 66. Well, it runs from Chicago to L.A. Over 2,000 miles all the way. Get your kicks on Route 66. Well, it's down to St. Louis, Joplin, Missouri, Oklahoma City looks oh so pretty. You'll see Amarillo and Gallup, New Mexico. You see Flagstaff, Arizona, and don't forget Winona, Kingman and Barstow and San Bernardino. If you get hip to my timely tip when you make that California trip, get your kicks on Route 66. Yes, it's down to St. Louis and Joplin, Missouri. Oklahoma City looks oh so pretty. you'll see Amarillo, Gallup, New Mexico. You see Flagstaff, Arizona, don't forget Winona. If you get hip to my timely tip, when you make that California trip, get your kicks on Route 66. Get your kicks on Route 66. Route 66, written by Bobby Troop. What is Ann Mintz saying here? We officially flipped the PA state legislature from red to blue. Yay. Dwight Shoemate is here. Hey, Dwight, are you at work or are you at home? And David Arthur Radcliffe is here. And did I say hi to Deb Libby Clark and Kathy Marsick and Aretta Wauk and Donna Greenberg? I know I said hi to Rich Laughlin. And I think I've said hi to most of you. And Bunny says, what do you say, Bunny? No, she's not doing a Friday thing this week. Okay. So we'll get to the announcements a little bit later. That'll be good too. Alrighty. And there's more comments. Boy, they're pouring in. Ann Caston. Hi, Ann. And Linda Pasqua Blaze, who I see often because she's in my Tai Chi classes. And Pat Buckner, hi Pat, from the foggy BC coast. And like that. Good to see you all here. Dwight's at work. And did I see Carol Pred back there at the beginning? Yes, good, okay. I'm doing one of Carol Pred's favorite songs today. In fact, I'm doing it right now. She tells him she thinks she needs to be free. He tells her he doesn't understand. She takes his hand. She tells him nothing's working out the way she planned. She's so many women, he can't find the one who was his friend. So he's hanging on to half a heart, but he can't have the restless part. So he tells her to hasten down the wind. He agrees, he thinks she needs to be free. Then she says she'd rather be with him, but it's just a whim by which she hopes to keep him hanging from a limb. She's so many women that he can't find the one who was his friend. So he's hanging on to half a heart, but he can't have the restless part. He tells her to hasten down the wind. She's so many women, but he can't find the one who was his friend. So he's hanging on to half a heart, but he can't have the restless part. So he tells her to hasten down the wind. He tells her to hasten down the wind. Warren Zevon, Hasten Down the Wind. And Donna Greenberg said, never heard that expression except in this song. And yeah, I think probably Warren coined that expression. I mean, we all know the idea of moving downwind of somebody. But he added that hastened, which is so all important. So I was hoping Ken Nashif would be here today because I got the J200 out because he loves the J200s. He has one. Because I'm going to play a Reverend Gary Davis-y kind of tune. You guys, while I'm getting ready to do this, we could just show you the little miscreant. There she is. He is, I mean. One of these days I'll quit calling him Suki and I'll learn what gender he is and all that kind of stuff. But for the duration right now, he's just whoever he seems to be, you know. So anyhow, we want to be right about there. So I'm going to sit back down. This is the all-American guitar. Flashy, covered in chrome. It's part of our culture. And the Reverend Gary Davis, who you see pictured behind me there, played a J200 for much of his career. He actually told me that he had 6 J200s stolen off of him while playing on the street, you know, a blind man playing on the streets of New York. And if you ever see pictures of the Reverend, that one's too far away for you to see it properly. You'll see that he always wore his guitar like this. Can I do this? He wore the strap like this so that it was, instead of over his back, it was over his arm. And he told me he wore it that way to keep, so people couldn't just pull the guitar off of him easily. He was a tough guy. He was, you know, a man of many sides, and he was also a wonderful guy, and he was also you know, a womanizer, or at least a wannabe womanizer. I'm not sure about his success rate, but he was very in the same way that Charlie here is mouthy, that he'll get his teeth on your hands if you're not careful. The Reverend was known for getting his hands on on women who walked by. He couldn't see them, but he could feel them, you know. And but he was also a very religious man, and actually just a great role model for so many guitar players and musicians. So Ellen O'Brien is here. Hi, Ellen. Let me see if I'm missing anybody else. Dave Mason, S.A. Tudhope. Judy Wong, I think I said hi to you, maybe not. Nancy Ludek Piazza. And say hi to John for us, Nancy. Howard Hobbs, yay. Tom Dietz. Boy, we got like a quorum here. And Kathy Marsick, I said hi to. I'm doing my best. Alex Bevan, he's pouring in too. And Alex, also, I don't think, I didn't see anything on your page about playing, so I assume you're not going online yet. And I think that covers most of you. After Ellen, they're all people I've already said hi to. Rhonda Scott Merrick. So actually, before I do the instrumental, I should do some announcements. So first of all, Hello to the Invisibles, Kate Mack, Linda Worster, Judith Fox, Kit Serikaku, and the male side of the aisle is Bill Rubenstein and Mike Stillman and Joel Biget and Mario Prue. And as usual, there is a PayPal link right there and a Venmo link. All proceeds arriving today will be used to pay off Charlie's emergency medical bills. If you don't know about that, you can go to my page and read today's Charlie Diaries. And, we ended up about $400 in the hole on that one, but it could have been worse, and he could have done worse. So I'll let you read that for yourself. He's a piece of work, that boy. He's a lot untold depths of issues. So we'll see where that goes over time. So schedule-wise, I'm on today, Thursday. I don't know of anyone who's on unless Alex pipes up and says he's going to be on. I've tried to make it a point to go to people's pages and see what they're saying. Friday, Bunny will not be on. Slim, will you be on? I didn't see anything on your page. And Saturday, I don't know about Dakota Dave Hull. I think he said he's going to be away one of these weeks, but it might not be this one. So check in Saturday morning at 11 a.m. Eastern Time for Dakota Dave Hull. And Warren Bendler, who keeps better track of this stuff, is going to be on Saturday at 3 Eastern Time. So Carol Sherman is here. Hi, Carol. Thank you for saying I sound great. I need all the help I can get here. Janelle is here, and Warren would never be that crass. Which kind of crass was that? I must have missed that. So anyhow, this is a Reverend Gary Davis instrumental, and I've realized over the years, a little while back, somebody I had to write it up for a camp I was teaching his style at, and I went back to the recording to get a really good accurate rendition, and I realized it's much less complicated than the way I was playing it. So I am admitting to my own interpretation of it. And with Gary Davis, that's a little unusual. Like, I try to play in his style, but and sometimes I play stuff as note for note as I can remember it, the way he showed them to me, or the way other people did, or the records, or whatever. And so this one, I ended up doing 2 transcriptions. One that was close to his original, and another one was closer to the way I play it. And this is the way I play it. And I only know it as the C Rag, which is what they called it on a concert album put out after his, I think it was after his death that the album came out. So he didn't know, tell him what the name was. So it's called the C Rag. Sea Rag by Reverend Gary Davis. And we can doff the picks and switch back onto the other guitar. I'm coming. Okay. So I do want to remind you, if you're looking for some beautiful Christmas gifts or a beautiful Christmas gift, my buddy, how can I move so you can see this? There's Sarah's painting is behind me back there. And that's sarahsteele.com, SARASTEELE. And she does a calendar every year, and it's always beautiful. And last year's was dedicated to Janice, to my late wife, who was a good friend of Sarah's. And if you're looking for a nice gift for somebody that you want to be something you know a little bit about personally, there's a friend of Raleigh Brown who mentioned this calendar. So we'll go back to the normal cam here. So let me see who I'm missing. Charlie Ortolani is here. And Charlie, this is a sound seat, this chair. It's made by, there's a guy named J.R. something who made them, and I met him at the Chet Atkins Appreciation Society. Let me see if I can show you the seat. So you may be able to see. I'm gonna come down a little bit here. So it actually, you can't see it for it, but it says sound seat right there, and it has a ring down here, and the ring has a footstool on it. You can't see it because of my cheat sheets, and that footstool is perfect for playing the guitar. It's designed for that, so that I can sit on here and I can raise and lower it, and I can raise and lower the camera too. They still sell them. JR passed away. His wife runs the company now. And if you do a search on soundseat.com, and they're the materials come from a company that makes seats for drummers. You know how drummers always have those little stools, and they're usually Naugahyde and chrome, very solid because they have to sit there and play for long periods. I've had this for 15 years, 20 years. It's been just a great seat for guitar playing. So, if Melissa is looking for a nice Christmas gift for you this year, soundseat.com. Where was I? So I've done my announcements. I didn't do all the announcements. So Friday, I don't know if Slim ever said whether he's playing or not. Saturday, I'm not sure if Dakota Dave is on. Oh, I did do all that. I'm losing my memory. And Warren at 3 on Saturday. And I'll be back. What I didn't say is I'll be back Sunday at 10:30. So stop by and say hello if you want to then. So I'll sing one more song for you here. This is an original today. And I wrote this, I guess around the starting of 2022. And I wrote it as part of a class I took with Cozy Sheridan on songwriting. George Young, hi there. And it's good. I can't remember what they cost now. They're like $350 or something like that. But it's like, broken out over 20 years, it wasn't that expensive. $20 a year or something. And you can have it with wheels on it, or you can have it not with wheels. I have no horse in that race. I barely know I knew the guy a little bit because he sold me this seat, but I don't really know his wife. So Jim Greco is here, Lauren Payne, and yeah. So I wrote it in a class, and it got changed around a bunch with Cozy's advice. And although she might not want to have any credit for it attributed to her, here it is. Well, to my great surprise, I found you back in my bed. I guess you thought you'd just waltz right in, pick up the same old thread. And to my great surprise, you'd come down from your high horse. You just thought you'd make yourself at home as a matter of course. Of course, you seem to say you would after all these wasted years, that you would have your way. And of course, you'd assume you'd stay. And to my great surprise, I found I no longer cared. My injured heart had had too much to bear. And to my great surprise, you know, I sent you on your way, never knowing if I'd regret the day. Of course, you seem to say you would always get your way. Well, you said it with a smirk, but of course doesn't always work. And to my great surprise, I found somebody new who looked me in the eye, said her love was true. I traded off our bitter tale for a love that never dies. You know, I stumbled on the Holy Grail, to my great surprise. I stumbled on the Holy Grail, to my great surprise. So be happy and be healthy. Be brave and be calm. And be kind. It's a snap. And if you get cranky, take a nap. Thanks for joining me. I did forget to mention this Saturday, if you're in the Philly area, I will be playing at Abington Friends Meeting for a benefit along with my buddy sax player Ken Ulansey, Joseph Arnold, and Smilin' Ed, the banjo player. Okay, have a great one, and I will look forward to figuring out where my cursor is. And then I will see you on Sunday.